I'll go first because I feel like this go a lot more quicker.
Mhm.
So since we're talking about tuning exam, Sasuke and Lee. So with Lee, the reason why he just slams because I think he just blatantly scales way above him, like in terms of speed, power, everything, and Sasuke doesn't have durability, so he just gets
Okay.
one shot.
Yeah, so here's my thing. I think in terms of speed, I think that Rock Lee inarguably needs the gates to be open to rival Sasuke in speed. Otherwise, he gets significantly gapped. So I'm gonna run. I guess we can run off that premise and maybe
It,
talk about that a little bit.
it's stated otherwise. He's only relative to weightless.
Yeah, I think it. So from what I understand, I just read over the fight and we can go over it. He's compared to weightless Rock Lee when he's not using Chidori nor the Sharingan,
Yeah,
which tells me that if he is using
Shidori is
it,
not an amp.
no, so when you're using the Sharingan and Chidori, your reflexes and perception, they inarguably get faster. Like, do we
No,
agree on that?
Shidori is not an amp. It's just a destructive sword. The only thing that aids him is the precog in combination, and it's proven by feats.
Hold on.
It's contradicted.
Sorry, you think that it's just precog. Okay, we can start
Yes,
there. Do you agree that it at least has precognition and therefore better reflexes?
he has precognition because of Sharingan. Shidori doesn't give precognition.
Okay, let me clarify. The thing that I'm saying is that I just included the two because they're intertwined. He has to use the Sharingan to use the Chidori. I do think the Chidori raises speed. I just want to make sure that we agree that at least the Sharingan would
No,
improve his
it does not raise
reflexes.
speed. If anything,
His reflexes.
even if that was granted, it's either a small amp or it's not an amp at all. And again, it's proven by feats.
Okay, I'm just confused. I'm just looking to see. Do you believe that it improves his reflexes?
No, he just has his normal speed, and he does
Okay.
Shidori and he
Why
attacks
do you
someone,
think? Why do you think he needs the Sharingan for the Chidori?
so he can be able to predict his opponent and hit them successfully.
Okay, I agree. So then it does grant him that level of precognition. I don't know how we're arguing
No,
then that it doesn't
okay,
increase
so
or improve his
you're
reflexes.
already having a tracking issue. So I'll give an example. We have Kid
Mhm.
Kakashi, who's the one that invents the Shidori. He fights against the Jonin. They're on equal footing. He does a Shidori with the Sharingan as well, and they're still literally on equal footing. Like he does his Shidori attack, not his Shidori. He does a normal sword strike. They're still equal, whatever they do. He does his Shidori, the miraculous, massive Shidori amp, right, which is what is in question. And they're literally both still charging at the same speed, and because of his precog, that is why he's able to hit him. And there are tons
Okay,
of
if you don't
there.
mind, can we go over this?
What?
I said if you don't mind, can we go over this interaction?
Yes, that's what we're talking about.
Yeah, when I say go over, I mean can we literally look at the panels?
Oh yeah, yeah. I
Sorry.
can. Yeah, I
Yeah.
can send the scans. All right, hang on.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I meant. That's all right though. And to be clear, you're arguing that this is like a contradiction to the idea that it improves reflexes, just so we're on
Yes,
the
and
same
all
page.
his feats. Yes, even Naruto. When he fights against Naruto, they're equal the whole time. He does a Shidori, and guess what? Naruto forces a clash with a Rising Gun. If it was a massive speed amp, he would be able to speed blitz his opponents that he's already equal or relative to. So it's either not an amp
By
at
speed
all,
blitz, you
or
mean that
it's a
if you by
small
speed
amp.
blitz, you mean that they can't react to him at all. That's not what I'm claiming either. I'm just saying that he gets significantly better reflexes. That doesn't have to be like a speed blitz. You can't
And
react to me at all.
again, I said that's contradicted by feats. Because if it was a
No, to be clear,
significant.
I'm clarifying that I'm not claiming it's a speed blitz, just so there's no mischaracterization. I
Well,
know
you
that you're
said
saying there's a
significant, and
contradiction.
that's a large gap. Like, for instance, an actual example of significant is when Lee does his first gate. When Lee is fighting weightless, like, whatever, like, against, like, fucking Kimaru and shit. Like,
Uh-huh.
he's over here fighting, whatever, they're on equal ground, whatever. Then he does the first gate, and Kimaru has to do a partial curse mark transformation to amp him and use jutsu activation to counter the speed. Or when he's fighting other people, when he's weighted, he literally is equal to like Dozu, the sound people, whatever. He does his first gate. Now he's speed blitzing and literally fucking them up.
Well, if you don't mind, I just rather stick to the contradiction in the panels that we're going to go over.
Well,
Yeah, I
no,
just one at a
that's
time.
not you're not tracking. That's in
Well,
correlation
no,
to what we're arguing here. So when
if you
you
think I'm not tracking, then the better thing to do is to go one at a time. If you think I'm not tracking, why would you go several points at a time or several examples at a time?
So I'm gonna say it again. You said Shidori is a significant amp. I said
Yes.
no, it is not, and it is contradicted by feats. And then you said, I'm not saying it is a massive or like a blitz or speed blitz amp or whatever, but it's
Mm-hmm.
significant. And that makes no fucking sense because by definition, significant is an extremely large level of increase of power or whatever the fuck it is in correlation to. And I
Mm-hmm.
gave an example of Rock Lee to where when he's fighting on even ground with someone, whether weightless or weighted, he gets an actual significant amp when he does the first gate alone. And there is
Okay.
really proof
Cool.
with the feat itself. Sasuke, on the
Okay.
other hand, is to the contrary. What is hard to
Okay.
understand about that?
Cool. So the thing is that I think you're conflating significant and speed blitz. So speed blitz, by all accounts, at least as far as I understand, if you have some other definition, then maybe that could like clear the confusion. Is when you literally cannot react to somebody because their movements are either, I don't know, they're too fast for you to perceive, or like you just cannot move your body enough to react. When I say significant, what I'm envisioning is maybe the gap in speed between me and, I don't know, like a professional trained fighter, somebody who's known for their speed, like, I don't know, Bruce Lee or somebody along those lines, where yeah, I can probably react to some of his attacks. It's not like he's perception blitzing me, or maybe that's a bad example, but you get what I'm saying. But he would still have like a clear speed advantage in that fight, and that seems worthy of pointing out. So maybe that clears up the confusion here?
No, that
Or
does not clear up the confusion. That's not
okay, what are you
that's like
confused about?
you're begging the question. Like that's not even
Wait,
engaging.
what are you confused about? I didn't make an argument. I'm not begging the question. I'm clarifying what
It,
I'm saying. So what are you
oh
confused
my
about?
god. So I'm gonna say it again. It's not this complicated. Either you think Shidori makes him to be able to speed blitz somebody, or you think
No,
Shidori is a small
it's not a
amp
speed blitz.
and
It's not a
therefore
speed
that's it.
blitz.
Okay,
I just
so
outlined to
if
you
you
what I
get
think it is.
all
So
right,
wait,
so
what are you confused about? I'm still
okay,
not clear. What
all
are you
right, cool.
confused about?
Hang on. So if you just conceded that it's not a speed blitz of an amp or whatever, then
It's not a concession. I never said it was. Wait, hold on a moment.
wait,
This is
what?
totally unfair. Yeah, I never said it was a speed blitz. What I said is that it's a significant speed advantage. I gave you an example of I could probably still react to
That
a
is what is
professional
in
fighter.
question.
They still have a speed advantage.
You're
What,
not.
sorry, what do you think?
You're going
What do you mean it's
circular.
begging the question? Okay, what do you
You're
mean begging
going,
the question?
bro.
Okay, when you say that, what do you mean? I don't think you're using that right. I'm just trying to understand what you mean when you say things like that, like genuinely.
Because you're contradicting yourself. You're saying it's not a speed blitz amp or whatever, but then you're saying it's a significant amp. That makes no sense.
Yeah, wait, we can go over it again. I told you, if you have a different definition of blitz, then offer it. But the definition of blitz that I'm accustomed to is that you literally cannot react to somebody's movements or attacks. Like I said, there's a significant speed difference between me and a professional fighter, but they're not speed blitzing me. But it's still a noteworthy category they have an
Okay,
advantage in.
so
So what's
all right,
confusing
so
about
yeah,
that?
okay, so this is continuing to be agree to disagree and going circular. So if you think you got that, then whatever you got it, bro. What's it called?
No, I don't even understand what your contention
I'm
is.
just gonna post a verbatim statement
Yo,
that
yeah,
establishes
Batman
that.
already addressed that. He said that if it's a significant amp, then he still wouldn't be going relative with the said character. He was going relative before using the Chidori and the Shaman. He already
Exactly.
addressed
Yeah,
that.
so hold on a moment. So that was an addressment to the argument that I made. We haven't been arguing the last 5 minutes. I've been trying to clarify that I'm not saying it's a speed blitz. I'm trying to clarify what I mean by significant difference
Oh
in speed.
my
And I'm trying to
god.
understand what he means when he says I'm begging the question. But he's not answering these questions. I don't know what he means.
The begging the question point doesn't matter. What he was meaning by begging the question, he was saying you basically was repeating yourself. That's what he was saying.
Yes.
Uh,
That's not. I was
I know,
clarifying,
I
but he didn't
understand.
understand.
Yeah, I
Okay.
understand. He has a different definition of what begging the question is.
Okay. What
Uh,
is your definition of speed blitz then? I've been trying to ask that.
That's not. Oh my god, bro. That's
It's super relevant. You just said I can see. Okay. Okay. Can you at least offer a
we
definition, then we
already
can
know
move
what a
on? We don't even
fucking
have to
speed
argue
blitz
over it.
means. That's
No,
like
we
common
don't.
sense. Oh my
I
god.
offered
You
the
just said
definition.
it in the fucking debates.
But you seem to disagree because you seem to think that that what
That
I'm
I
describing
never
has
did.
to
I
be a
no no
speed
no no.
blitz.
Again, you're not tracking. What's it called?
Okay.
There's a contradiction in what you're claiming. Because with the feats
What is
that
it?
we have Sasuke using a two-tomo Sharingan with precognition. So not only can he see his opponent's attacks before they're about to land, yet his opponents are still forcing him to be in equal exchanges or relative exchanges. However the fuck you want to deem it. Bottom line is they're in a similar ballpark. He has
Have
precog,
you
yet that's
posted
still the
these?
case. Then he does a Shidori, yet it's still the fucking case. All I've been saying this whole time, either what that means is it's no amp at all, or it's only a small amp. It's that simple. It doesn't matter if you think if it's...
That's not correct.
Okay, I would like to finish. It does not matter if you think it's significant or if you want to talk about a definition of a speed blitz. None of that engages what I'm fucking arguing here. That's the problem.
Well,
so I already gave examples. No, you're good. I cut you off. I already gave examples of Rock Lee and an actual definition of what a significant amp actually is with the first gate alone, because we literally see it based upon proof by feats. So like I don't understand the confusion, and if you're still confused, we could just move on from this because it's going circular.
No, I don't think I'm confused, and that's also not all that you said. What you said was that I was contradicting myself, which is why I'm certain that there's some sort of confusion about what speed blitz means, that we have different definitions. That's why I keep asking, because for you to think that I'm contradicting myself, you must think that when I say significant speed increase or significant speed difference, that I'm saying speed blitz, even though I already clarified I have two totally different understandings of these things. And
No,
also,
I'm
a
not.
significant speed advantage... Wait, I'm not... I promise I'm just like 20 more seconds. A significant speed advantage, even if it's not a speed blitz, like obviously that's a portion of the fight that should be taken account of. Like obviously you get better win conditions because you have a speed advantage. Now, as for your argument you just laid out, sure, if you go ahead and find the chapters, we can go over the chapters, we can go over the scans, we can see if I agree with you. Maybe you're right. I might end up agreeing with you. So we'll just have to look at it.
Which examples? I gave multiple. Are you wanting Sasuke examples? Are you wanting Kid Kakashi examples? Are you wanting the Rock Lee stuff?
Yeah, just one at a time. So whichever you think is the strongest example, let's just go over that one first.
Yeah, engaging which 2 points though, with the Rock Lee arguments or the Sasuke and Chidori arguments?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, with the arguments that the Sasuke and Chidori. That seems the most pertinent.
And then again, do you want the Kid Kakashi feats or the Sasuke feats?
Whichever you think is the strongest, they both accomplish the same thing. Whichever's the best example.
Cool. All right, I will get that for you. Hang on.
Okay, for sure.
Everybody can talk or have discussion while I'm doing this too, by the way, if you want. I don't give a fuck. And D1, don't forget, but you have all the perms here. Like you could do anything as well. It's never changed.
Mm-hmm.
Right,
so if you want to mute me, no, I'm just playing.
No, I'm not saying that.
I'm just playing. No, I'm just playing.
He was definitely not playing that. Okay.
Arkham City debate scan. So this is like during the fight of like Sasuke and Gaara. So I just wanted to post a scan of where Guy, mind you, who's a Jonin and knows basically everyone's speed, you name it. He literally says it's practically the same speed as Lee without his weights. So he's basically saying that he's relative to weightless Lee. And that's that. And even Sakura acknowledges it. We also see him in base, no shotgun. He goes to attack Gaara's dome or whatever. He can't pierce through it. And he gets like cut up, you know, in certain areas and he's bleeding.
My Discord mobile crashed. Could you just last 10-15 seconds? I'm sorry.
No, you're good. So I posted the scan where it says his speed, where it's at, that it's practically the same speed as Lee without his weights. Basically, Guy's saying he's relative to Lee. So I wanted to establish where, again, I think his speed is at, whether if it's Chidori or not. The next scan shows him attacking using that speed and to where he can't go through Gaara's sand and he gets cut up and whatnot. He doesn't have the shotgun on either, which is why he gets fucked up. And then he says, okay, it's an absolute defense. Let's see what it is. He's like, that's perfect because my technique is going to need more time. He's referring to Chidori. And so then he goes up the wall, which you should already know if you've seen Naruto. He activates the Chidori, takes him some time. And then Guy says, okay, I see why you increased his speed so much and why you had him focused on taijutsu. And then he goes, he dodges Gaara's sand shit, and then he fucking pierces right through that shit. So...
Sure.
Basically, with these scans, what we're seeing so far is when he's in base with no shotgun, like he could still dodge like fucking Gaara's attacks, but he like just barely gets nicked here and there. And then when he turns on his shotgun and now has precognition and a fucking AP, like a crazy ass AP sword, now he can actually pierce through Gaara's fucking defense and fuck him up. Because he's just a city.
Oh, I agree 100%. Everything you just presented, I think I agree with. Also, I should have asked before. Which chat did the scans go into?
Arkham City debate scans. So
I should have seen that.
So
All right, cool.
basically, what I'm saying, and with these feats that are being presented, it's literally showing like nothing fucking changes. The only difference is he can cut through the sand now, and he can now not even get cut by the fucking sand because he has the precog. Like, there's nothing. There's like no one says, "Oh, damn!" Like, fucking that Chidori is like just fucking insane, and oh my god, his speed is drastically changed from his base form, and all this stuff, and blah blah yada 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 yada. Like, there's none of that. None of that's fucking stated. He just has a fucking ninjutsu and can now go through his shit. So, and another thing too, what's it called? Lee, when he was using the gates, he literally had 3 Tomo perception fucking speed. Like, Kakashi had to use his fucking Sharingan to track Lee's movements and stuff. While with Sasuke, he doesn't have to do that. Everybody could just watch him while he's using Chidori and without Chidori.
Okay.
So there's that too.
So, genuine question. Do you believe that it's strong evidence against Sasuke getting a massive speed boost that nobody points it out or comments it? Because I find that rather weak evidence, and we can go over that, of course.
Well, yes. What's it called? If characters normally acknowledge drastic levels of speed, as an example, and I can show those examples, when we see the Rock Lee versus Gaara fight, everybody is saying, I can't fucking see him, blah blah, he's like insanely fast, Kakashi has to fucking whip out a 3 Tomo. There's been plenty of times where characters are emphasized to show how fucking strong and powerful someone is. That's in any anime.
And that would be a strong. I would agree with you that would be a strong argument if there weren't precedents set for the Chidori increasing speed. And I can post that where I'm sure you're aware of the panel of Minato explaining to Kakashi the Chidori's properties. We can go over it really quick. I just wanted to.
But that's contradicted by feats. That statement.
I just wanted to speak on what you were talking about really quickly. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to ramble, but like the
No, hang on. You made a point there. That's contradicted by.
Okay, go for it. Okay,
and the reason why is because if that was the case, then why is he not speed blitzing fucking Naruto? As a matter of fact, what he had to do in order to speed blitz Naruto or create an opening, he had to activate Curse Mark 1, shoot jutsu combos, and then run up and grab him, and then barely make it in time to ram a Chidori in his fucking lungs.
We can go over that, but I don't feel like I've even responded to the first scans that you sent, or the first thing you said. I just wanted to make sure I responded to that.
You said you agreed.
And of course, no, what I'm saying is, what I'm trying to respond to is the idea that them not saying something is strong evidence against the fact that it vastly increases his speed. I feel like that's totally disconnected from the second point you just made, which is going,
Yeah.
So I just want to make sure I
address that. I gave examples.
Do you think that's fair? Do you think it's fair that I want to address that?
Hang on, because see, now you keep doing this backtracking. I gave examples of the Rock Lee fight where it has been presented to where would be very strong evidence because there was tons of examples. Again, when it's emphasized with Rock Lee against Gaara, and you said, "Oh, I think that's very weak because nobody's commenting or saying whatever." I don't think that's the case at all because we see with Rock Lee, yet with Sasuke, there's not any same remote emphasis. It's the exact opposite to the contrary.
I mean, I get that you disagree, but I haven't even explained.
Is Guy acknowledging Sasuke's level of speed, which it makes sense.
Well, hold on. It's that, first of all, I don't even know how I could backtrack because I haven't even explained why I think what I think. So I get that you disagree with me. I appreciate you disagree with me. But I need to at least lay out why. Okay, sure. So my thing that I was going to bring up, and you can go over, I guess, after why you disagree with this panel, is, of course, we have the Minato statement, which explicitly states that there is a speed increase, and that's why partially the precognition is required because of the speed increase. That takes away from your ability to distinguish what your opponent is doing in the moment. There's that. And then number two, it's with that in mind, the lack of commentary that it makes Sasuke faster in the Gaara fight becomes less of an impressive argument against what I'm saying and more of an appeal to ignorance, which is to say that there's an absence of evidence, which, as we know, doesn't mean that that thing isn't true. Like, absence of evidence doesn't equal evidence of absence, that sort of thing. So if you think that that's contradicted, I would love to go over that, but that's why I disagree with you.
Okay, I don't think you... I don't think you understand the correlation arguments I gave with Lee with the whole Sasuke.
Sure, you can clarify. Go ahead.
And I'm not gonna repeat myself because this goes circular. But what I will engage with the Minato scan that you did say, again, that's contradicted. I can show you so many feats if I need to, but there are tons and tons of feats, not in Shippuden and Part 1, where whenever they use Chidori, they have to either use Genjutsu to create an opening, a mud wall, the trap ninjutsu to create an opening, or they have to try to do a stealth attack, or again, what's it called?
Yeah, let's go with
Fucking
that.
like they literally are just equal with their opponents still. Like I don't think you've been hearing me this entire time, been having this whole conversation.
No, I have
with
heard you. Let's go over the best of them.
No, because you bring up one of the most known fucking statements in Naruto, the whole Minato shit, which is either just retcon or better yet, blatantly contradicted by feats. Because we
need to go over that first. Yeah, we have to go. So let's do that. I'm listening to you.
Yeah, I know that, but I just said all that, and you already agreed before. What's it called? So, like, if you need more examples, I can get more
agreed
examples.
with what? What did I agree with? I think you're misrepresenting me again. What did I agree with specifically?
The whole Sasuke stuff with Gaara.
That was very tricky. I think that was very tricky. What I agreed with is the scaling that you were proposing, right?
Okay.
That
regardless, to simplify this.
But I didn't agree with whether or not the absence of statements was evidence against what I was claiming.
Okay.
I just want to.
All right. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That clarification's fine. Regardless, there's tons of unless you want me because I'm not gonna show it unless you demand it. I've been just giving references to kind of just speed up the debate, so I'm gonna give the examples one more time. Your statement is contradicted. Here's the first examples. Kid Kakashi, he fights a Jonin. He's equal to him the whole time without a Sharingan. With a Sharingan, he's still equal to him the whole fucking time. He does a Chidori, okay, he goes, and then he uses his precog successfully, he's able to land a fucking Chidori. Like when he was fighting against him with Obito as well, Obito used his precog, timed it, locked his arms, and Kakashi was able to fucking slice him in the fucking head with no Sharingan and no Chidori. Like, again, the attacks are successful because of the precognition. So what I'm getting at here, when he uses Chidori, like, if Chidori was a massive amp, he wouldn't even need a fucking Sharingan, basically. It would be like Lee using the fucking first game.
No, that's the reason why he... Sorry, go ahead. My fault. I interrupted you. Go ahead. Finish.
No, you're good. Like, so, if it was that big of significant, or if it was that big of a deal, he could just whip out fucking Chidori and just go fuck someone up like what Lee does with the first gate or the fifth gate. That's not what we see. Instead, it's the complete opposite. He literally needs not only the combination of precog, but his level of speed that he already has in correlation in order to land a Chidori on the guy. That's why his technique became perfected. He even said, Obito, when you gave me the Sharingan, you perfected my technique now. Thank you. You know what I mean? So, I don't understand where this confusion is coming from.
Yeah, so, really quickly, I mean, surely, I've been asking for the evidence. I would like to go over it with you, not just asking for examples. Now, as for what I'm about to say, what you just said, there was a very interesting comment. I just posted the Minato scan. I know you're aware of it. I'm just posting for the audience about what I'm saying. Now, according to Minato, the reason why the precognition is required is because it is a speed amp, but it's so significant of a speed amp that it actually causes the user to not be able...
Hold on.
Wait, hold on. That's not what I'm arguing. That's not my point. Wait, that's not what I'm arguing. That's not what I'm arguing, to be clear.
Then why did you say it?
I do not. What I said, I'll try to clarify, is that the reason why he needs precog is because it's such a speed amp that the user actually loses the ability to concentrate on his enemy's movements.
Yeah, that's what's in question.
He's going at a pace faster than he's used to.
Hang on.
I know that's in question, but we need to go over the feats.
No, you don't, because you're going again. Like, that's what's literally been in question this whole time, and I literally just gave examples.
I know we need to go over the evidence. You said I'm demanding. Yeah, I'm demanding. You said if I ask for the proof, if I demand it, that's what I'm trying to do. If it's in question, which I agree, let's go over the feats. That's what I've been asking.
Oh, okay. All right.
Do you think there's a contradiction?
So, all right, I'll show it right now. I got you. Hang on.
Who spoke to me?
All right, so I'm sending the scans here. So this is the references that because again, I don't lie about shit. But you see Sasuke, you see Kid Kakashi and Obito fighting against his Jonin. They're going multiple exchanges. They're going at it, whatever. Mind you, Obito has precog, Kakashi doesn't. Okay, whatever. Then they finally charge for the millionth fucking time, and when they both charge at him, Obito does his precog. He goes for a timing moment. He locks his arms, and then Kakashi is able to literally land a fucking hit. Mind you, he's not even using a Chidori. He's just using his speed, but he lands the hit because of the precognition. So, and then when he obviously has a Chidori with a Sharingan as well, because we know what happens. Obito gets fucked up by rocks, okay? Now he can land a fucking Chidori and do literally what Obito did. Mind you, Obito doesn't have a fucking Chidori. So again, what you're claiming is contradicted by feats. He's only doing it because he already has the speed, and he also has the Sharingan, which I already also sent that scan, because I sent the scan where Guy said, oh, I see why you increased his speed so much, and why what you did, because now he has speed to be able to get past Gaara's sand, and now he has a Chidori, which can pierce through fucking anything. And with precog, he can see the attacks. And another thing, if you didn't know, this is a second point, but I apologize. Beeline attacks are easy to avoid and counter. That's stated several fucking times. That it's shown with Naruto with the Rasengan, it's shown with Sasuke with Chidori, and Kakashi with Chidori. So again, I don't understand the confusion here, bro.
Okay, really quickly, and maybe I'm just confused on this point. That might very well be true. Is there any kind of panel or image of them fighting the same guy with the Chidori? Because I'm trying to understand what you're saying is the contradictory.
I'll show the Chidori as well. I got you.
Okay, just for the sake of contrast.
I love how the debate was so civil.
Well, he's not. I'm not trying to be dick. Don't take offense. He is irritating me, but he's at least not trying to be, like the typical fucking Discord. But but no. It would get that way real quick. But he's not doing that shit. So I'm trying to be respectful back. And then
I get that.
And how people on YouTube D1, like when you get those comments like, oh my god, D1 or Batman, you can never be nice, or you always gotta yell or be mean. It's like, no, bitch, we can. Just people fucking are retarded. Or they get that. Or they want to try to do a fucking ego battle or do some other bullshit.
I think I give that impression sometimes. I don't know. I tend to irritate people sometimes. I don't. Maybe. Well,
I'm not saying you're doing it intentionally. That's just a subjective area at the end of the fucking day. Whether if it's due to your incompetence or if it's just based upon my perception of it. I'm not putting you down for that. I'm just saying.
No, I understand. You think I'm not tracking things perfectly. I mean, I think that's fine.
But I'm about to give you what you asked for, and then so right here. So this is the same guy that they're fighting. Kakashi, he goes without a Chidori. He tries to strike him with a sword, and his sword breaks. And then they both back up. He starts doing the Chidori thing. He does his Chidori. He charges. You can clearly see they're both still moving at the same speed. They're right there. They're both bam, and Kakashi is successful because of the precog, and he timed it just perfectly. It's a gamble still. It's still risky, but his chance is more than likely gonna succeed because he at least has precog.
Okay, let me just look over it really quickly.
Fuck you, Batman.
You love men unconditionally.
Does that? Okay. And then I'm assuming that you're saying it's the second panel where they're being shown moving at the same speed.
Yeah.
Okay. I have a bit of a dumb question. Is it because they're paralleling each other with their attack? I'm not understanding what the specific rationale is.
Yes. Yeah, because if let's say Kakashi was drastic, the moment he whips out Chidori, bam, and then he just immediately charges and he was just way more faster, he would just literally pierce right fucking through his chest. The guy wouldn't even have time to either try to attack accordingly. There would be no relativity or no equal whatever. So clearly, again, it can't be significant or it can't be a speed blitz tier above or whatever, because it's the feats just show it. They're still literally on evil ground. They're both pushing up to each other, and then they both go to launch their attacks using their combat speed, and Kakashi avoids the attack and lands a Chidori, and he's successful. And you should know that if you read Naruto.
Okay, so let me just I do want to steelman this argument. I think you're making a pretty strong case here. So let's say that the Chidori and the precognition of the Sharingan, what its true capability is to open up windows of opportunity against opponents you would be relative against, but now you can open up windows for decisive blows with the Chidori. I would say even with that in mind,
not because of Chidori, but because of precog. Yes.
Okay, we can frame it as that as well. That's fine. That's totally cool. So what I'm going to ask of you is, okay, if there's a speed relativity between Rock Lee and with the weights off, and this Sasuke, which I think we agreed on earlier. Am I wrong on that?
Well, I'm gonna be real with you. If Lee whips out the first gate, then he's just drastically above and he just speed, but Sasuke, and then he kills him. because he can activate that on
Yeah,
the
sure.
fucking fly. Obviously, the other gates that's like even on steroids. But even if we're talking
Yeah, you
base,
know that.
even if we're talking base to base, I do think Lee weightless is still
Mm-hmm.
very much above. Like, sure, Sasuke can be relative, but he's still drastically above based upon feats, and we actually see that in the retrieval arc.
Sure. I'll go ahead and we'll stillman as well the idea that that Lee is faster in the gates. I think that's cool. We can set that up for the sake of the argument.
Okay, so then
My question
the
to you,
debate would be
my,
over
so,
there. But
my,
what do you have to say then?
yeah, the question to you, so go, my fault, go.
No, you're good. But what else do you have to say then?
Yeah, so I'm saying even if I steelman that, and this is just to showcase that I think my argument's really strong here, the point that I'm going to make is that, okay, if Sasuke should have an advantage against even weightless Lee, because it seems what's being demonstrated here is that against opponents with relativity, the precognition grants him an advantage to open up a win condition, right? That seems to be what's on display here.
It can,
Then,
not always, but it can.
sure, it can. So it affords it affords win conditions where Lee doesn't necessarily have any in that current state.
Like,
So what my question to you is, okay,
one thing to add really quick, I apologize for cutting you off, because one
you're
thing I
fine.
would actually also say as well, Shidori is kind of fucking ass because there's actually a lot of consistency of the technique normally not being successful. It's either always dodged or it's forced into another technique. So
Hard disagree. We'll get to that.
we see it with Naruto. We see it with Naruto throughout the entire show, and we see it with
yeah. Wait. I don't want to do this thing where we list off the examples when we're going over. Like, yeah, let's just do this one. All right. So my question to you is, what I was leading up to is, okay, so in order for Lee to have viable win conditions, he needs to get to the first gate or beyond. Now, I'm assuming that this is starting with Lee with weights on. Sasuke doesn't have the Sharingan. Like, they start base to base as they usually would. In my mind, Sasuke has a lethal kill shot option, and Lee has to remove his weights and then get into the gates before he can have an advantage.
Well,
To me, Sasuke has an early advantage
here's the
before
first
Lee can
thing.
get there.
So this
What do you think about that?
this puts us all completely down the drain. For one, I didn't agree to any like battle conditions. Obviously, like I would have the whole general consensus of like standard battle conditions where their characters are at their max capacity, so it'd be like no handicaps. But even if we were to apply the weighted handicap, Lee's jutsu activation of the first gate is literally instantaneous. He has the feats and he literally does it. So even with that first gate with weights, he would still be drastically above Sasuke.
Wait, hold on a moment. So as for the conditions of the battle, so what do you have in mind? Because maybe we made a mistake of assuming we both had the same thing in mind. What do you have in mind?
It would be both characters at their maximum capacity. If I wanted to do weighted Lee, I would have said, "Oh, hey, let's do weighted Lee." The fuck?
No, we did the characters versus the characters. If you want to say that peak Lee is maybe higher than Sasuke, I mean, I guess I don't see how that dictates.
All right, that's like me. That's like me saying,
still,
"Oh, you can only use Sasuke with no Sharingan and no Shidori."
No,
like,
of course not. But you don't start off Sasuke with the Sharingan. Like, why would you do that?
Okay, yeah, I didn't argue that. The fuck, he could just turn it on again with Lee. He could just turn his fucking gates
Yeah, that's
on.
my point. He could just take his weights off. He could just turn his gates on, but it doesn't start that way. So if you think that Lee with one gate open,
and that's also
with the weights on,
not
if you
true.
think he's stronger,
no, that's
and
also
faster,
hang on. That's also not true. Lee literally has no weights on in the retrieval arc. He's not even fucking wearing them. When he gets out of the
hospital,
we're
arguing about the tuning arc. We're arguing about the tuning.
I said Rock Lee. You're over here having all these presuppositions.
Oh, so it could be Sasuke at any point in part 1.
I literally had it in main chat and it's still there. I said I'll have Rock Lee and you can use anybody you want except for Gaara and Bone Man and Joning level people. That's all I said.
Check you on,
and you agreed on the main chat.
Let me go look at your announcement. I'm gonna check you.
Never did I text and say, only
we'll see. Hold on. Let's check. Wait, what's the announcements channel in here?
But regardless of all these like conditions that you're just like trying to make up for whatever fucking reason, like again, it doesn't matter because they both can activate their shit and Lee is still going to be drastically faster.
Oh wait, do you think that it's weird to insinuate that we would have like an in-character battle when we're arguing about characters fighting? Like, what's the point about having a character battle? Why not just like argue one power level's higher than the other and call it a day? Like Lee's 19,000, Sasuke's 18,000.
The whole thing about being in character or bloodlusted, again, that's not like that's not relevant. What's it called? And the reason why is because those are preconditions that obviously could change things, whether if it's drastic or not. The only thing I
Doesn't that make
texted
them
in main
super
chat,
relevant?
like it wasn't confusing. I made it very simple.
Doesn't that make them super relevant if they can change everything? I'm confused.
Again, you're the one complicating this. I literally said one simple thing. I'm using
I'm gonna
Rock
find your
Lee,
announcement.
and you can use any fucking character you want. I said very simple things in text. I never said any of the conditions that you were trying to apply or just argue or presuppose that they should be, whatever, blah, blah. If anything, is actually to the contrary. People actually normally do standard battle assumptions and so on and so forth. Or using both characters at their max capacity and bloodlusted and just going for the fucking kill. Or just, better yet, arguing and trying to establish a fucking win con for the fight.
Wait, did you change it? Because standard battle assumptions, at least to my understanding, we can check this. I guess it does go according to what's in character. That
Okay.
there's a reason they distinguish bloodlusted versus standard
Again,
battle.
even
It feels like you changed it because you
again,
realized
even it, regardless, like even if we were talking in character, Lee also uses the gates in character as well to defend his fucking ninja way. That's literally the
Yeah, I'm
fucking-
sure he does. The argument was that it takes more steps for him to get there. That makes Sasuke more lethal early on.
No, because
So we probably ought
if he has
value win
feats,
connections
no,
early on
because
as
if he has
opposed to
feats that,
later on.
so no, because if he has feats where he's doing it instantaneous, doing either the fourth fucking gate or third gate, fifth gate, or especially the first gate, he's done it millions of times. So he could just.
But why would I grant that him doing it immediately with weights on
Because he
would
has
be
the
equivalent
feat.
to Sasuke, if not
Because
more
he
so?
has the feats. He does it. He literally
Like-
does it in his fights. While
Who does he blitz? Who does he do that in blitz that Sasuke wouldn't be capable of doing that too? That Sasuke wouldn't also be capable of blitzing.
Kimamaru.
Kimamaru?
Yes.
Okay. I guess we can
Kimamaru
go over the
literally has to
Kimamaru.
amp himself and use jutsu activation speed, similar to what Sasuke does with the Susanoo against the Raikage in order to combat against his first gate speed.
Okay. I mean, I guess now we have to go over the Kimamaru. What chapter is that?
But
We're going
regardless, again, you're just not
Regardless.
I don't understand where you're getting at with here. Like you already agreed to everything
Yeah,
else.
obviously
whatever.
what I'm getting
you
at
conceded like
is that-
multiple times. Like the debate's
What did I
technically-
concede on? No, just tell me what I conceded on.
I'm not
Thanks.
backtracking for it. Plenty of people heard
It's
you
not
say it so many
backtracking,
fucking
just-
times,
Okay,
bro.
okay, sure. If you say it, I guess it's true. But no, I don't think I conceded on anything. You thought I conceded on the speed blitz point, but you didn't understand my definition.
To
Regardless,
finish,
look, if you're saying that Lee with weights on but has the gates activated is still faster than Sasuke, you think the Kimamaru
yes, because when
that,
Sasuke
then we
does
have
his
to go
booty
over that.
fucking cheek Sharingan and Shidori, it's fucking ass. That's why, and his opponents
It's
could
great
still
that
deal
you.
with
It's
him.
great that you.
But when
It's great that
when
you
Lee
think
does
that.
his gates, they get fucked up. Yes, there's a drastic
It's
difference.
great that you think that, but it feels like I ask you for evidence that we can go over, and then you repeat yourself. Like I'm not trying to be mean. I want to go over it if it's necessary.
You saw Naruto. What the fuck do you mean? Bro, did
We're
you not
having a
see
debate.
Lee to
I'm
Gaara?
sorry. I'm just
Did you not
asking-
see Lee to Dozu? Did you not see Lee to Kimaru?
Stop.
What?
Stop. You know we're having a debate. You know that how this works is that if you're going to say something that I disagree with, we're going to have to go over it to see which one of us is
So,
right.
all right, no. For the recording, you're gonna sit here and say Lee has not speed blitzed people with his fucking gate.
I'm saying that for the recording,
And done it-
if you're
done
going to
it
make that
instantly.
claim, we need to go over it and see if he's speed blitz somebody that Sasuke could also speed blitz. Yes, you have to prove something in a debate for the recording.
Okay,
I think that's a fine thing to say.
Okay, so you're gonna sit here and say Lee hasn't done that. Okay, I got you.
Look, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm misremembering. If you show
That's
me,
fucking
then
wild.
and if you're right, then we'll be like,
You
sure.
are- you are
You know, I've
trolling.
already told you
You're
you're right on
trolling,
multiple
but it's all right.
things.
I got you.
Wait,
I
wait,
got you.
stop.
You're
Stop. You know I've told
trolling.
you that you're right on multiple things.
You're
Wait, stop. You know I've
trolling,
told you that
bro.
you're right on multiple things.
got
Wait, I
you,
don't
bro.
like this. You know I've told you that you're right on multiple things.
I got
Like,
you.
you
Don't worry
cannot
about it.
deny that.
Okay,
Okay,
no,
cool.
exactly. I've had consistency. I've always had integrity in this debate so far. Yet you're still being weird.
Okay, but if I've had the integrity to acknowledge when you're right, why would you assume this is another time? Like it feels like a
What?
weird rhetorical
Okay,
question. I just want to go
anyways,
over it with you.
So I
want
did
to
it
go
right
over
here.
this.
Here's what you asked. There you go, right there. He
For
does
sure.
it. He literally activates the first gate and immediately speed blitzes on Dozu. And if you want the other scans, he was equal to Dozu while weighted the whole time. Then he does the first gate. Now he's a speed blitz tier above. And he
I
does
thought
the-
we were talking about Kimimaro.
This is an
'Cause I-
example. But yes, I can show the Kimaru as well. It's the same shit.
Yeah, but I have no respect for understanding of Dozo's scaling. So I understand better what Kimimaro's is. We could
That's
talk about
not
that. I think
engaging
that's
what
more
was being
impressive.
argued. What?
You
Like,
didn't argue
bro.
anything. What's the
Oh
scaling? What's
my
the
god.
scaling
Okay.
between this guy
Alright.
Dozu
Now,
and
now,
Lee and
now I'm getting
Sasuke?
fucking annoyed.
What?
Bro, the whole fucking thing we've
What
been
is the
talking
scaling?
about here is literally the whole point. Like, you talked about,
You're getting annoyed because you told me you'd bring example A and you brought
Can I
example
finish?
B, and then I get confused.
Can I finish? So the whole fucking
Well,
thing we were just talking about here was you had the audacity to ask me to show fucking proof of fucking Lee
Yes,
activating the gates immediately and shitting on people. So I'm literally doing that for you. Okay.
Bro, that's not what I said.
And
That's
then,
not what I
and
said.
then
I
you
said you need to
bitch,
show
and
me
then you're like, oh, I
speed
want to see the
width that
Kimaru
Sasuke
thing. I
can't
don't want to
also
see the
speed
fucking
width.
Dozu thing. It doesn't matter which character he's doing it because it's the same fucking emphasis
Wait, you're
at the
just
end of the day.
now you're just lying about what I said. Now you're just lying about what I said. I said that you need to
What?
show somebody he's blitzing that Sasuke can't also blitz. That's the point.
whole
You're trying to
thing
prove
you were
Sasuke and
arguing
Sasuke.
was
I didn't say
Sasuke
that
can.
nobody has ever got shit on by Lee.
Okay,
Sorry,
now,
I never said
now
nobody.
you want to keep doing the interrupt game. So the whole point that you were making was, oh, Sasuke has an easier time. He could just, shotgun, Shidori, and bam, bada boom. Which, by the way, because you said you just want to do tuning exam Sasuke, you actually fucked yourself and played yourself. Sasuke actually needs time. It's stated verbatim, and it's literally shown as well. So not only does Sasuke need time to channel his fucking Shidori, Lee, again, can activate his shit immediately.
Yeah, that's fine. So does Lee. And second of all, sorry, you lied about what I said.
No, because the scan. No. Fuck it.
No, you can't act like I said something crazy, then lie about what I said.
Oh my god, you are holy shit!
Okay.
You're fucking like
My fault. My fault. I interrupted your interruption.
I literally just showed you the scan. You can't disagree when there's a fucking scan showing the opposite of what you're claiming. The man is speed
because you just
blitzing
lied
it.
about what I claimed, and now when I'm trying to correct you, and when you lied about what I claimed, you're trying to prevent me from doing so. So what I said was, I never said that nobody's ever gotten shit on by Sasuke.
This has been the fucking pattern. This has been the pattern. Okay, Sid from Ice Age. The fucking you literally have been changing your premises over and over. You've been changing.
Lads, relax. We're chilling.
No.
You don't have to get frustrated. We can just end it here. Like, I'm not gonna scream at
Yeah, we will. I'm finishing my sentence though. You keep changing your fucking premises over and over. Then you do pseudo concessions. Then you do official concessions. Then you want to fucking backtrack. Then you want to do all this like you're having all these fucking tracking issues, bro. You asked me for fucking proof. I send you the fucking proof, and you want to go to a whole other thing and ask for another thing that literally is not even engaging what we were fucking arguing to begin with. Like I'm not going circling and repeating myself, but if you don't have anything more to say, then I think the debate's done.
No, we can wrap it up here. I'm not going to scream. There's no reason for us to scream at each other. Look, I think that you lied about what I said. If you don't, I guess if there's some kind of recording, if somebody's doing, I don't really care. It'll show.
I always record my shit, and you can ask the whole audience. I'm not like what the fuck.
For sure. And look, I'll take the L on this if I'm wrong. If you didn't misrepresent me, if you didn't lie about what I said, I'll publicly take the L on it.
D1,
like, I'm not trying to.
Did he not say what was being discussed before?
We'll just see the recording. Why are we asking D1?
Because he's listening.
What about Lee being able to activate first gate like on a fly?
Yes.
No.
I thought that's what's the point y'all was arguing because you was talking about whether Lee can go into first gate faster than what Sasuke could use Chidori and shit because you were saying that he could just open up the Sharingan and open up the Chidori as fast as he wants. And he was arguing that Lee can just pop up the first gate so it doesn't matter if he doesn't start with it or whatever.
To be
clear,
and mind you,
clear,
anyone else can speak. By the way, this is not just D1 and me. Like anyone else can give their thoughts, but I know I'm not fucking crazy. And yes, again, I'm recording.
The recording will show it. If I'm wrong, then I'll take the L on it publicly. What I'm saying at D1, what the point was, is that I said that the only reason why that would matter is if if the Lee with the weights who used the gates was faster than Sasuke. To which I said, yeah, you wouldn't just have to show Sasuke shitting on somebody speed-wise. You'd have to show Sasuke shitting on somebody speed-wise. Or sorry, you'd have to show Lee shitting on somebody speed-wise with those conditions in a way that Sasuke could not. So that is to say, Lee shitting on somebody with gates open but with the weights on in a way that Sasuke could not, right? And then he just showed, I guess, Lee fucking up that one Sound 4 guy with no context. So
well, I could.
Recording will show we're grown men. We don't have to yell at each other. So.
So you're trying to say that Lee, you would seem to show that Lee speed with the gates and the weights on is significant enough to be able to beat Sasuke?
Yeah, because that's such a unique combination that seems to warrant proof.
Oh, but I thought he was using any version of Lee.
Yeah, he can't. He would still have to show that any version of Lee with those conditions is
he
fast.
already agreed. Yeah, he already agreed to all the other versions of fucking Lee. Then he wanted to start debating and discussing weighted Lee with Gates of whether or not he could be enough to beat Sasuke.
Yeah, but then we moved on because I was like, you know what?
I know, bro. I'm literally like defending you. Technically,
So
what's it called? So we started talking about a new debate, which was literally weighted fucking Lee with Gates against Tony Jam Sasuke, and whether or not if he can be able to win. And I've been trying to advocate that yes, because when he uses his fucking gates, they're significant, drastic fucking amps. To where he's shown to be equal with his opponents, and then shown to be immediately fucking speed blitzing and being able to kill him if he lands the Lotus attack. You know? So like that's what this whole fucking shtick has been about, and it was then comparing the Chidori activization, Sharingan, compared to Lee's first gate, and then third and fourth and fifth gate. Like, so yeah, I do believe Lee, while weighted, while using gate amps, would also slam the fuck out of Sasuke too. That's all this has been.
yeah, so he was showing Dosu, and then he was talking about that he doesn't know Dosu still, and then he showed Kimimaro. But if the whole point about you saying that you can use any version of Lee, why does Lee have to start off with the Wasteland Forks?
I couldn't hear the second half of that. I'm sorry. What was that?
Yeah, I'm saying if he can use any version of Lee, why does he have to use Lee with the Wasteland?
So I guess that's what we got into about the SBA standard battle assumption really briefly, how it could be any version of Lee, but we would still expect any version of Lee to act within the character, right? So we were just arguing about that for a while. We didn't really get to a resolution on that.
That's the whole point of making like agreements before you make a debate, or that's the whole point of clarifying. That's the whole point.
But to be clear, you didn't really clarify either. So I would say it's both.
I said Rock Lee. If I said weighted Lee, then I would have said weighted Lee. If I said only first gate Lee, then I would say like you got to specify things. That's kind of like what I'm getting at is your perception of me being vague, basically, because that's what you're advocating. Okay, like that's not on me. That's technically on you. That's your incompetence. Because when I say Rock Lee, when I say Rock Lee, I'm literally like just talking about Rock Lee as his caliber and capacity to fight at his max, whatever, to whoever he's going to be fucking fighting against. If I wanted to use a particular form, I would say Drunkenly or Weightedly or Fifth Gately, yada yada. Like people literally do that all the fucking time.
I can't. Unfortunately, A, I don't know you, nor can I see into your mind, obviously, and then B, I don't really feel like taking criticism about being lacking in specifics when you just said.
Here's a pro tip.
Look, I just don't feel like taking criticism on that from somebody who also wasn't specific. It's not something I'm going to argue over. It's just whatever. The debate already happened.
Okay, you're not. I don't think you're listening to what I was saying.
I just don't.
All I'm saying, bro, you agreed. You literally agreed to it, bro. I texted in main chat. I said, I got Rock Lee. You can choose any fucking character you want, blah blah. And it was that simple. You're like, oh yeah, bet that's fine. Like it was that simple. Like you never had any clarifying questions. You didn't do shit. So for you to just presuppose things or just pre-assume and try to apply handicaps on top, or better yet, talk about another whole other fucking debate. Like you kind of got to see how that there's no equity in that. Like that doesn't make any sense.
No, what I'm saying is that if I'm willing to say that there's like a communication lapse in my part, that there should have been more specificity in my part, that's fine. Like the answer is probably yes to that. But then also in terms of your lack of specificity or your lack of scope or your lack of clarifying what exactly you had in mind, I'm just saying I'm not going to say 100% my misunderstanding. I'm not going to say that.
I have a question. Have you seen debates on Discord and YouTube?
Yeah, I've been in this for, I want to say, 5 years now.
So, bro, that means you should have seen tons and tons of consistency of whenever people are fucking talking about Naruto characters, they're normally talking about them at their max fucking power. Like, what?
No, I've been in dozens of servers. A lot of them have their different standards or cultures. This is all just to say, no,
but they communicate that, though, if they want to apply those conditions. But if there's if that communication's not there, and they're just saying, "Oh, let's do Kasame versus Tobirama," like, okay, cool. Now we would think, okay, it's Tobirama, alive, right? And then it's against Kasame with his sword and having full access to everything, whatever. We wouldn't just be like, "Oh, We're talking about Edo Tobirama. Or, oh, it's Kasame without his sword. Like,
Yeah,
the fuck?
that's cool if those are the only communities you've been in. When you ask me if I've ever seen debates ever on Discord, the answer is yes. I've been in this community for 6 years. I've been in hundreds of servers. When you say that there's like
Nah,
this
bro.
consistency,
That's cap.
maybe where
That's
you've
cap.
been,
D1, am I tripping on that? Wait, hang on. D1, am I tripping on that? Or
Yeah, in
Gios or
D1's servers,
anybody in here?
in D1's
Come
communities,
on.
yeah, he would agree.
That's not how that
D1 would agree.
is.
In D1's communities and servers, he would agree. But in
That's
other
not how
servers,
that
that also debate
is.
fiction.
No.
Yeah, in your
D1
communities.
did Kasame fucking versus Kakazu, and they didn't have that
Yeah,
bullshit.
you're not understanding. In your communities. Sure.
It's not my communities.
Like,
I've seen it in all kinds. Everyone's servers.
No, sorry. There's absolutely a centralized community. I know D1 and Gios. I know that that's like a large umbrella
Noodles'
for multiple
bitch-ass servers
servers.
is the same shit.
I'm not even in fucking Noodles' a server, nor do I even know what they're up to in that server.
The whole point
So,
I'm saying
no,
is
the
there's
point
so
is-
many
okay, go-
servers, bro. Like, what?
And a lot of them have different cultures and expectations. So all I'm saying is before you assume that I should know, because
With
there's this magical
Naruto?
consistency that every... Yes!
Bullshit!
Okay, if you think I'm lying, that's fine. I'm just telling you how it is.
Nah, that's cap, bro.
Look, you believe your thing, I believe mine. Look, I just don't value that criticism about how I lack specificity. I just not in this encounter, just not at all. But
Debate over?
I mean, the conversation's over.
It's
so,
been over.
I mean,
Yeah, it's been
it was a
over.
it was a good talk for most
We
of
were
it.
over
so.
here just rambling out, and then D1 got into it and wanted to just give his thoughts and shit. But what's it called?
Yeah.
Fucking. All right. Anyways, whatever.
Look, no hard feelings. I got nothing against you. So if I agitated you,
Who's up next?
well,
Bonji wanted to debate FORKS.
Yeah.
I don't want to debate him tonight, but I mean, we could do it tomorrow. I have off work tomorrow, like I said.
For sure, bro. Also, do you want to speak for myself?
You saying what?
I said I could speak for myself, but thank you, bro.
Okay, ugly. Okay.
All right, bro.
Things about like their experiences with like servers online. There's just so much variety, which is a good thing, by the way. I think it's a good thing because I don't fuck with like 80%.
I'm gonna clarify something too, Forks. I'm not denying that there can't be a variety or like their servers having their own. You know, what I'm saying is like consistency wise, at least from my experience and just overall, just seeing on YouTube everything you name it. When people do Naruto debates, when they have two characters, they're normally in their prime fucking conditions, going for the kill. Like they're not.
Sure, I don't doubt that.
They're not over here like, oh, let's talk about in character what they would do, or oh, let's talk about whether if they would have this handicap on or not, or this and like. I'm just sorry, but that's just a little. I don't know. Like,
yeah, I
disagree with
believe
that,
you.
bro.
No, I fully believe you. I hang out in communities where people find those conversations more interesting to look at it from like a more in character perspective. Look, again, yeah, I could have been more specific. Like I'm not trying to say it's all your fault. I'm not trying to say I had no fault in it, and I'm not even trying to say that it was a bad conversation. So.
No. All right. Now there is another. I'm not insulting you, but there is another bonehead that fucking wanted to. Who's this? Does anyone know this dickhead? He's called R. Kelly. He wanted to debate me.
What the hell?
Who's
Another
this
bonehead
motherfucker?
is crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
Like just in my opinion, from what I've seen, like mostly this community takes like I don't know, like character into account when they're doing like inverse debates. Like in regards to like what their frequent like actions and character patterns are, I guess. I don't know.
I'll say this, like the still man, like if nobody makes clarifications and you just say, oh, we're just gonna do this, whatever, and you want to like try to apply any type of argumentation or to like try to be like, oh, could Sasuke even be able to do a Chidori in time type shit, right? You know, to try whatever. Like, sure, you could do that and you can go those parameters, but it's gonna be very irritating, obviously, against that person because if there wasn't pre-establishment, that obviously puts them at a disadvantage. Like no one's gonna like that shit. You're trying to apply a handicap basically instead of just arguing about the characters of whether who could just scale over who. You know. So
I think the thing is, I would be absolutely fair with it. So like similarly, you tried to argue, and I think this was valid, and I treated it like a valid argument. The idea that Sasuke has a long startup time, it's like, yeah, of course. Like if I'm going to try to apply standards to you about what are potential handicaps that he might have starting out with the fight, like of course that could also apply to Sasuke. So I agree with you in the sense that when people try to do it, but then when you do it back to them, that they throw a hissy fit, I think that's bitch made. But I usually try to be fair with it.
Well, I only applied the Shidori handicap to you because you tried to do that some weird shit with Lee, bro. So I didn't even give a fuck if
You could have.
if
but-
you wanted to give Sasuke an immediate Shidori. Because fun fact, you might want to reread Naruto, but once he gets into the forest and has round 2 Agar, he can do it immediately. So you know, there's that as well. So again, it just boils that again. That's why I don't like that weird shit, because it then just boils down to your argumentation and all this other bullshit, whatever, and that's just unnecessary. You're complicating the debate. It's more simplified to just literally have both characters at the prime fucking condition and to just go at it and why you think they win. You know?
I don't know. It sounds boring, but that might just be my opinion.
And if you don't want to do that, then make that clarification. Because if you don't make that clarification, then that's very fucking annoying. You know, that's a whole other fucking can of worms.
Yeah, I think it's fine to think it's annoying. Like I said, probably should have clarified it earlier. But again, well, I already went over it.
If I knew you wanted to fucking talk about weighted Lee with fucking Gage, you know, I would have been like, bro, that's kind of like stupid, but like whatever. You know, like I might have not even done that low key.
Well, it's like, I don't know. Like, does it really sound so insane? So like, if we were having like a debate about I don't know.
If you're doing like a YouTube
maybe
vid or
maybe
whatever,
the
some
Dragon
shit by
Ball
all
character,
means,
maybe like the
but
Dragon Ball,
you know.
maybe like the Dragon Ball character. Like, I would find it pretty strange if somebody argued that Goku would immediately go into like his most optimized version of Ultra Instinct to fight an opponent. Like, I would immediately find that suspicious. Because it's like, if the point of the conversation is that we're taking two characters trying to see how they would duke it out in a fight, right? Then of course we're going to account for what they would do. Otherwise, we're just having like a debate about what power level is higher, which I guess you can do, but it's not that interesting. But that's just my perspective on it.
Well, all I'm saying, bro, again, pro tip, you need to figure that out, because there's a lot of people that don't fuck with that shit. So.
I know, like, hold on, I don't need the pro tip, but thank you. But I realize that.
Well, no, you do.
Usually,
You're gonna run into somebody that's gonna freak out. I'm just saying, bro. Like,
if they freak out, I'm just not talking to them. Wait, to be clear, if they freak out, I'm just not talking to them. Like, I don't do that Spurg shit no more. I'm just kind of past it.